Okay, so here we are to put it on. Okay, I'm going to use my chip brush here, which is kind of, El Cheapo sleazy chip brush you can get from me. Essentially, you can see that this is actually the second coat. You see the gloss on it down there? That's actually, got one coat of it. You'll also see that I let it go long and off the edge. Okay, so what I'm going to actually do is it's easiest for me to just paint this right on. Just like so. Try not to be too sloppy. Da-da-da. Okay. There. Then I can actually just take this stuff, lay it on like so. Now, you can't really brush this on, or you could, but it's just going to move all around. So what I want you to try and do is you basically have to poke it on. See the technique here? Basically just poking it on down, okay? And then I'm going to take another piece, kind of overlap it a little bit, like so, and poke it down in there. You'll see that as the fiberglass cloth is actually penetrated, it goes clear. You can actually be able to see through it. And that's a really good way to know that if you've made sure that you got resin on everything. You see how it's disappearing? Okay, so there. And actually, you see, because of the wovenness of this thing, it basically moves around. It can move around pretty well. Again, because I don't want to be a mess, I'm using nitrile gloves. Oops. I'm using my nitrile gloves, but I'm trying not to touch as much as I can, so I don't get it all over everything, and then I drop it all over the floor. Yay! You get the idea? It's really pretty straightforward. I also, I stay pretty thick with it, okay? With the epoxy resin, a little different than the polyurethane resin. The polyurethane resin cures because it creates its own heat. Okay, this stuff, it's basically a chemical reaction, so it's not really that big a deal. But you have to watch out. You don't have to, when you use the polyester resin, what can actually happen is if you try and like thin it out to stretch it, you may end up making it so thin that it doesn't generate enough heat to cure. So that's basically how I do it.